Hello my dear friends. So in this particular lecture we are going to discuss about the structure of amino acids. So we know that when we talk about the life science, then life is made up of the biomolecules, that is the protein, lipid, carbohydrates and amino acid. So it is important to know the proteins. They are made up of the amino acids. So amino acids, these are the monomers. So in this particular video we are going to discuss about the different kinds of amino acid exist in the nature and their structure. Then amino acid, we know that they are the monomers, and when many amino acids they join together, then they are going to form proteins. So first of all, it is important to understand the classification of amino acids. So amino acids are classified on the basis of the R group. So on your screen you can see there is a non-polar, aliphatic R groups are there, then aromatic R groups are there, uncharged polar R groups, positively charged polar R groups, negatively charged R group. So this is the type, these are the some classes of amino acids, and this particular classes is based on the R group of the amino acids. Then we also focus some properties of the amino acids, and then finally we reach to some conclusion. So amino acid, as I said, this is the important part of the proteins, which is the very important biomolecule in the nature. And protein, this is the polymer of amino acid. Polymer means monomers, they are joined together and it going to form a polymer. So in the nature there are 20 different amino acids are found in the protein, and amino acid, it is composed of the amino group, carboxyl group, hydrogen atom and R groups. So all these particular molecules, they are bounded to the central carbon atom, which we also called as the alpha carbon. So on your screen you can see this is the typical amino acid structure, which having a central carbon, then here there is a hydrogen, this is the carboxyl group, this is the amino group, and this one is the R group. So on the basis of which kind of R group is there, amino acids are classified into the different classes. So when we go into the history, then first amino acid discovered is the asparagine in 1806, and the last one is the threonine. It is in a 1938. So let's see the classification. So amino acids can be classified by the R groups present. So there are 5 groups on the basis of this particular R group: non-polar, aliphatic, then aromatic. So first 2 is important. Organic chemistry, there are 2 compounds, that is aliphatic compounds and aromatic compounds. Then amino acids are classified further into the polar, uncharged, then positively charged and negatively charged amino acids. So first one is the non-polar aliphatic R groups, or we can say non-polar aliphatic amino acids. So in this particular class, the R group is the non-polar and it is hydrophobic in nature. So it is also important to know what is meant by the polarity. Polarity means what, or polar molecule means what? It having a dipole or it having a ionic group. So that is called as a polar molecule. And non-polar means they not having a dipole or oppositely charged atoms. So that is called as a non-polar atom. And the definition of polarity means how particular molecule they interact with the water is known as the polarity. So first group is the non-polar aliphatic R group. So here the side chain of the alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, they tends to cluster within a protein. So when we look at the glycine, so glycine, this is the having a very simple structure. Methionine is there, which having a sulfur. Methionine is a sulfur containing amino acids, and proline, which having a aliphatic side chain with a different cyclic structure. See here, these are the non-polar aliphatic R group amino acids. So you can see here glycine, which having a very simple structure. Remember, all amino acids, they share the central carbon, then they share the carboxyl group, amino group, and hydrogen. So only difference is in this particular R group. So this is the difference between a amino acid, and typical structure is same. This typical structure, it is same for all amino acids. So you can see in the glycine, R group is only hydrogen, that's why it is a simple one. Then you can see on your screen alanine, proline, valine, all these are the non-polar amino acids. And you can note here this particular methionine, that R group of the methionine, it contain sulfur, that's why it is called as sulfur containing amino acids. Next, second class is the non-polar aromatic R groups. So aromatic R groups, it is the R group is the cyclic one, or they having a ring shape R group. So that R group, it is a planar or it is a flat, and that is responsible to increase the solubility of the amino acid, that aromatic R group. And that amino acid, aromatic amino acids, these are quite stable as compared to the other amino acids. So in this particular group, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, they comes, which having aromatic side chain, and they are relatively non-polar in nature. Non-polar means they are hydrophobic in nature. Hydrophobic means what? It is the water hating molecule or water insoluble molecule. So all these particular amino acids, they participate in a hydrophobic interaction. See my dear friends, this particular amino acids, they are the part of the proteins, and protein stability is very important, and to make a protein stable, this hydrophobic interaction is very important. So phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan, they plays an important role to give a stability to the protein, that is, they participate in a hydrophobic interactions, which is the weak interaction which support or which give stability to the protein. So tyrosine and tryptophan, they are significantly more polar than the phenylalanine, because the tyrosine hydroxyl group is there, and tryptophan nitrogen group in a idol ring is present, that's why they are quite polar as compared to the phenylalanine. You can see on your screen this particular phenylalanine, their non-polar ring is there, chain is there. Then this hydroxyl group, it provide a quite polarity, and this amino group in idol ring, they also provide a little bit polarity. But these are the aromatic non-polar amino acids are there: phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. Next amino acid class is the polar uncharged R group. So these particular R groups of the amino acids are more soluble in water, as I said earlier. Polar means what? It having a dipole or it having a ionic group. That's why it is called as a polar. So polar uncharged, they are more soluble in water and they are hydrophilic in nature. Hydrophilic means water soluble molecule. So in this particular class, serine, threonine, cysteine, asparagine and glutamine, they comes. So polarity of the serine and threonine, it is contributed by the hydroxyl group. You can see here serine and threonine, their polarity is contributed by this particular hydroxyl group. And the cysteine, their polarity is contributed by the sulfhydryl group. Cysteine, they having a sulfhydryl group and that group is provided a polarity or contributed the polarity for the amino acids. So asparagine and glutamine, they having a amide group. So this particular amide group, they also contributing in the polarity for the amino acids. So next class is the positively charged R groups. So this particular amino acids, they are mostly hydrophilic. Obviously polarity comes, means they are having a hydrophilic in nature and they are positively charged amino acids. So here lysine is there, lysine which having a second primary group at the position on its aliphatic chain. You can see here lysine which having a second amino group. First amino group is here and this is the second amino group in the lysine. And then arginine is there, which are again a positively charged amino acid which having a guanidino group, and histidine, they having a imidazole group. So these are the groups which having a responsible for the charge on the amino acid. So these are the positively charged amino acids. Then next class is the negatively charged R groups. So here the aspartate and glutamate, they come. So these particular amino acids, they having a R groups with net negative charge at the pH 7. So these are the aspartate and glutamate, they are the negatively charged amino acids. Okay, so we see all the structures of the amino acids, and we also learn the classification of amino acid on the basis of their R group. Okay, so that's it for this particular video. In the next video we'll see the another biomolecules, that is the lipid and carbohydrate. See, nucleotides we have already learned in the previous video, and in this video we learn the amino acids and their classification and their structure. So this is very important. So please like the video, share the video and subscribe my channel RMK Resolutions. Thank you. Bye.